This is a totally disjointed introduction to the video. I apologize. So I drove from Austin to Fort Worth during my reverse Davey Crockett, which is what I call leaving Texas. And I stayed at a hotel walking distance to the Stockyards. It blew my mind. Like, I wanted a delightful experience, which I didn't get in Austin, like in a year and a half of living in Central Texas, outside of Austin mostly, sometimes in Austin, mostly outside of it. And then that one day in the Stockyards was just like pure delight. It was so cool. There's a lot of outdoor sightseeing, and the weather on Texas standards was really nice to be walking outside. So the Stockyards has all this Western stuff, so you walk around and look at the shops outside. There's this semi-outdoors place called Stockyard Station, so you don't get rained on, but it's got like all these open areas where the wind passes through, so it's like semi-outdoors. And I didn't like that as much as I liked the real outdoor part, because like Stockyard Station was very touristy and just had like gimmicky souvenirs, whereas I'm more into like substance. Like, no offense to people who like touristy stuff. I'm really into the Western thing, so they had like a bunch of Western stores. They had a really nice place called Mercantile and Supply, which I saw online, and I got to go there in person. The owner was super nice. We knew the same people from Wheaton, Illinois, which was amazing. Like, I've met a lot of people from Illinois, but not to the point where they actually know the same actual people as I do. So that night in the Stockyards was amazing. I could have gone straight to Tyler and just skipped the Stockyards, but there's something that was like, no, I want to do it, and it was awesome. So this is episode 1 of the reverse Davey Crockett. I finally leave Central Texas, and I'm going to show you around the Stockyard area, and it was an amazing time. This place is amazing. I'm gonna go pick up my dinner and walk back to the hotel. Holy cow, this place is amazing. The buildings are really cool to look at, and a lot of good things to see are outdoors or like semi-outdoors. So that is amazing. It could have been 90 degrees. Like, it's May and it's Texas. Could have been 90 degrees, it's like 60 degrees. Yes. A compromise. I'm gonna try to do this one-handed, then I'm gonna wash my hands again. So, this is the Biscuit. It is the biggest, freshest looking biscuit I've ever had. Gravy is nothing special to look at. It's light brown. The lighting in this hotel is amazing. The location's amazing. The lighting is really bad. So even if I wasn't doing this all weird, it still wouldn't show up right. Okay. You know I'm not afraid to like get critical and picky. Best gravy I've ever had. Period. It was the best gravy ever. The biscuit is maybe the second best I've ever had. There's a place in Austin with better biscuits, but it's like a fancy restaurant and you wouldn't go there for the biscuits. Like, this is a biscuit place. Oh, and the portion sizes at that place in Austin were crap. So this has been amazing. Banana pudding. It's reminiscent of that pie. I think it's got banana extract. It's very liquidy. think I need to put it back in the fridge or something. But oh my god, that biscuit. That biscuit, holy cow. Well, the gravy is what makes it. I'll just eat it one-handed. Super awkward. Ah, it's dripping. I'm trying to take a picture for a thumbnail or something. It's not happening. I mean, I'm just amazed. Like, I live 20 or 30 minutes away from, like, anything good other than the French bakery for the past year. Like, a location of anything that just doesn't suck. Like, the worst Best Buy, the worst Lowe's, they never have what you need. So just for one night, to stay somewhere that's walkable, where I could actually go somewhere good conveniently after living in some like weird rural area where like nothing is good for 25 minutes. It's amazing. But I'm gonna finish this biscuit and I have to charge my phone. It's like 20-something%. All right, it's after dinner and I am walking around outside at the Stockyards, see the cool stuff. I was just at, wow, this is so hard. Just at the mercantile and supply place. The pictures online looked really cool, so I wanted to go there. And then I was talking to the owner, and we know the same people from Wheaton, Illinois. So that's absolutely crazy. I met a lot of people from Illinois relatively. It's like kind of hard to meet people in general, but if you like wear a Blackhawks jersey or something, people are like, oh, you're from Illinois. So meet a lot of people from Illinois, but that was the first time anyone actually knew the same actual person. That was cool. I noticed walking up and down the street that everything pretty much closes at 6 p.m., which is why it's totally dead. So I think I have to come back tomorrow to actually like see places. Like I'll go into a shop if it's not crowded. Yeah, like, I don't know why, but unless it's Friday or Saturday, these places close at 6 p.m. I don't know why, but they do. So I could look at the buildings, I could look at the outside of the buildings. Crossing the street because when you get too close to like the rodeo place, it smells like manure. It's real. It's not like Disney World. So I'm at the Stockyard Station. You can see it's like semi-outdoors. Everything closes at 6, so it's like empty. It is another day in which I'm in a poorly lit hotel room and I'm not right about to drop dead despite being prone to infections. So Fort Worth has been awesome so far, and I am looking forward to actually seeing the stuff when it's open and not just closed. So for breakfast, I have the dilemma of choosing between another biscuit from the amazing biscuit place I had dinner from last night, or having kolaches probably one last time before I leave Texas. I'm about 13 minutes away from supposedly the best kolache place in Fort Worth. And I've only had kolaches twice the whole time I've been in Texas for a year and a half. So since you can get biscuits pretty much anywhere and you can only get kolaches probably in Texas or the Czech Republic or Slovakia, I think I'm gonna go with the kolaches. So there was pretty much no customers in there, so I was the only person, didn't have to wait in line, just breezed in. Definitely wanted to get a strawberry one, definitely wanted to get a cream cheese one, So the big question is the strawberry one going to taste artificial or not? That's where the fruit ones go bad. They taste artificial. Cream cheese is good and they don't taste artificial. Oh, this stuff is so strong. I'm like suffocating from the hand sanitizer. This is a new brand. It's strong. Wonder if there's something wrong with my old ones. Yeah, since I don't have the tripod, I have to set the phone up behind the steering wheel, which isn't great. Unless I could put it... Oh, that might be better. That's actually better, I think. Okay. It's the morning, so I gotta take all my pills and stuff. Walton. Acid reducer for my drug injury, gastritis, and duodenitis. Digestive enzyme, because we're not fools. And then I got more pills I'll take once my stomach is full. All right. This is a barbecue pork kolache. Klobaninsky, whatever it's called. Oh, it's hot. I was undecided about getting the barbecue pork versus the sausage. This is good. Oh yeah, it's definitely good. My hotel room doesn't have a microwave. I thought it would. I'd rather not eat in my car when I have like a hotel room I'm paying like a shit ton of money for. But there's no microwave. I want my kolaches hot. Strawberry. Not as hot as the pork. It's all right. It doesn't taste fake. It's not very flavorful though. But I think in order to make it flavorful, they put in like artificial stuff and then it just tastes like fake fruit. That's really not good. That's what Kolache Shop in Houston does. I don't like that. Cream cheese. The barbecue pork was my favorite. I don't normally like barbecue pork either. I'd normally go for like brisket. They didn't have brisket ones though. They're generous, okay? Kolache Shop in Houston was awesome. I'd go back if I was in Houston. They didn't have a lot of filling in it, though, where you would take bites and there's, like, nothing but bread. This is, like, tons of pork. And it's flavorful. Like, sometimes the barbecue is kind of not that flavorful unless you put, like, pepper jack cheese or something. for jalapeno and cheddar. It's like, this doesn't need anything else. Saving the strawberry one. Back to the hotel, and then we're gonna explore some more. All right, today it feels like I'm in Texas. It's not in the 60s anymore. So I don't know how long I'm gonna spend out here. I'm gonna get something out of my car and then start exploring again.
Fort Worth.
I have no idea what this is, but on Exchange Street there's like a parade maybe. I'm avoiding that. Staying away from the crowd. Well, you can see in the reflection in the window, there's a ton of people. I have no idea what this is, but nope, not doing it. Just avoid it. Man, it is feeling like Texas weather today. All right, we're past the crowds. Now we're more by the shops. I was just in one of many Western stores. They literally have pocket knives that cost $1,750. So I'm in a hotel room right now. It's 5 p.m. and I got like stuck in traffic on Highway 20 after I left Fort Worth. So it took absolutely forever to get to Tyler, which is in northeast Texas. So I went from like north central Texas to northeast Texas. It was supposed to take 2 hours. Like, no way did it take 2 hours. I ate a protein bar when I was stopped at the Buc-ee's in Tyrell or whatever it's called. There's some town in between Fort Worth and Tyler with a Buc-ee's. And I had a protein bar there. It did not tide me over. I ended up getting stuck in ridiculous traffic. Highway 20 is only 2 lanes, and there's just tons and tons of semi-trucks. So instead of going 75 miles an hour, it was like 60, and it just took forever. And then when I got to Tyler, I realized like the location I'm at is like nowhere near anything, which is kind of nice. It's like a really chill, quiet residential area. It's got like a really relaxing vibe. I'm really loving this hotel, but it's like on the other side of town from any sort of restaurant, any sort of anything. There's just nothing around. So then I had to drive to the opposite side of town to go pick up some curbside piata, which was delightful. Nostalgia meal. I went there twice in Houston before the pandemic. I didn't love it, and it was like pretty far away because I was living for like 5 weeks across the street from the energy center, and there's like no piata close by, but I really wanted to try it. So I had it twice in Houston, and I love pesto. Absolutely obsessed with pesto, so I had to get the pesto again. One last time before I drive through the middle of nowhere. There's an East Texas barbecue place that's got pretty mixed reviews, but I'm going to try it anyways tomorrow. Rose Garden tomorrow. It's pretty hot. It's not actually hot. It's like 70 something degrees. It's not hot. In your car it seems hotter because the windows. It's a little bit of a shock to the system when 2 days ago it was in the 60s and now it's like 15 degrees warmer, it seems. So it's even though it's not actually hot, and for Texas standards, it's actually extremely nice. Just, it's a shock to the system where it's like, it went from 60 to 75, like, I don't know, it feels hotter than it really is. Anyways, I'm liking La Quinta hotels. These are really nice. I've never stayed in one before this, but I think going forward, if I was ever going to have to be in hotels, like, La Quinta's really nice. This room is spacious and clean and modern, and the mattresses are so comfortable. The Hyatt has totally crap, soft mattresses that are not comfortable at all. And this room has a microwave as well. There is no microwave in my last hotel, which was a Hyatt hotel. So definitely loving the hotel. I'd like to just relax for the rest of the day, but I'm also gonna do a dumbbell workout. I brought my adjustable dumbbells with me because I was disgusted and disappointed that I was so sick with gastritis I couldn't lift weights for a couple months, and then as soon as I'm feeling better, it's time to leave. So those are my dumbbells. I did not steal them from a hotel gym. I packed them and put them in my trunk. So basically, I think I'm just gonna like luxuriate on this king size bed that is so comfortable. And once my food digests and I feel a little more peppy, I'll do a workout and see how it goes. It just occurred to me as I was like moving some stuff around with my laundry from the luggage to my laundry bag for dirty clothes. It occurred to me like maybe part of the reason it's like more tranquil here in this strange hotel room that it's in a city I've never been to, in a building I've never been in. This is still more tranquil than my apartment seems to have ever been. And I realized it's because my apartment had like way too much stuff in it for how little space there was. Because I had like weird circumstances. I didn't think I was going to be there more than like 3 or 4 months, and then it turned into a year because the pandemic and everything. So basically, wherever I end up next has got to be more spacious than that last place. Like, has to be. Yeah. No more of that. And nothing like a disjointed ending to the disjointed video. So I started in Fort Worth that day and ended in Tyler the next day. Lots of interesting, well, trying to make it as interesting as possible with the Tyler Rose Garden and Stanley's Pit Barbecue. Definitely worth checking out. Be good to your mucous membranes. Peace out. Bye.